When I first got diagnosed, it was incredibly lonely. I just lost touch with people. And while at a certain point, I didn't want to talk to anyone. I figured I'm screwed, I'm doomed, and I just want to die in peace. But that changed pretty quickly once I started meditating and then working and feeling better, and then I want more of that. So I'm going to keep doing that to help others get through that period. And I want to be there for others who don't feel like they have someone to talk to. Hello everyone, Sandy Hahn here again. It is Thursday, April 2nd, day after April Fool's. I got a few jokes played on me yesterday, but not too many. So it's been an interesting week. A lot of stuff happening that I want to talk about. And most of it's really good and exciting. One minor issue, but I've already overcome that. So that's good. So first off, I want to talk about the latest video last night. And I got some really great responses. Before I get to that one, I want to talk about the one before that, where I talked about the beach band and how I believe it's helped me. But I got an amazing response from that. So many people saying, oh my gosh, I want to send this to this person, I want to send it to that one, I want to buy one for my father, my brother, you name it, with Parkinson's. Because that's really the gentleman Carl Beach made it for, because he had Parkinson's, and it helped him, and this helped a lot of others. Unfortunately, I did see a number of responses from people in the MSA community saying that they had tried it and it did not work for them. That's unfortunate. I do believe it's helped me. I can't say 100% because one of the things, I'm doing the Ibogaine, which has been tremendous. And it's only been 6 weeks since I took the blood dose. So I still got several more months. So I have a lot more improvement than I'm certainly hoping for. And I'm already pretty happy with it for a lot of reasons, mainly the speech. That's the biggest thing that people keep commenting on is my speech. And I feel it too. And it's really pretty cool. But as far as the beach band, I know, and there is, because I commented to some people, there is a 100-day return policy. It's not even $100. I think maybe with shipping, it's around there. But so you have nothing to lose. So definitely people with Parkinson's, give it a shot. And even with MSA, I know a lot of people tried it. It didn't work. That's unfortunate because MSA is different than Parkinson's. It's very different, but it's certainly worth a shot. And I do believe it's helped me, but I think a combination of this, along with the Ibogaine, has really been helping. So I'm going to keep using it. It's very relaxing too. It's just constantly vibrating. So I wanted to just mention that I'm sorry if it's not worked for people with MSA, but for Parkinson's, people definitely try it and go on their website. You can see examples. I've seen them in person, I've seen them on the videos, and it's pretty amazing. So, again, it's interesting, I've been seeing more and more people on Facebook, social media, talking about MSA, which I think is a good thing. There's just that people are talking about it because it's so rare. One gentleman went on and was talking about MSA, and he made an interesting comment. He said that, it's rare. Nobody's ever heard of it, which is obviously true, but he compared it to if Parkinson's and ALS got together and had an evil baby, which I thought was a little funny. It's not fun, not comedic at all. It's a horrible disease, but that's not a bad description. But it's much worse in so many cases. But obviously, in mine, I feel like I'm making some great strides, and I'm going to keep going. I've got so much more coming, and I'm very excited on a number of fronts. And I'm working with Sarah and Natalie, who are wonderful. redoing a website, redoing some branding, which I think is going to be a good thing. And I'm working with another lady, Angeli, who's absolutely wonderful. And we're going to do a lot of stuff with the foundation. I'm really taking that seriously now and really going to get to work with her and some other people, more people coming on the board to make sure it's done right. I really want to do everything I can to help others and to raise money for them to be able to do ibogaine and other things that they may not be able to afford to do. So that's going to be, again, the focus of everything I'm doing. And one of the, again, the sleep, I slept really good last week and thought I was out of the woods. Then last 3 nights has not been so good, but I'm going to try a few different things. And what I also, even in the previous days when we had not slept so well, I still felt good and was able to get up and move, and I'm still moving, working out. Got some more videos that I gotta share with you that I couldn't send them, that Maria sent of me at Rock It Out, where I have in the harness and it wasn't actually connected to the thing that to help me up. I was doing it without it, and doing that was the first. She actually recorded. She was like, "You're not even hooked up." I'm like, "I know." And so I was moving, just standing, and it wasn't very graceful, but I was standing on my own and moving slightly and exercising, which was pretty cool. So I'm excited about that. It's just progress, and she saw me. She even commented from, it's only been, I guess, 6 months or so that I've even known her. She saw me when I first came in, did my intake, and I was very limited in what I could do as to what I can do now. So it's pretty, it's really cool. I'm excited. I'm just going to keep going there and working out. But I want to sort of bring up one thing as far as yesterday. Again, part of it was because I did not sleep at all, and I think I slept till noon, which is not something I do very often anymore. But I was so tired, and I had a bad day. And luckily I was able to nip that in the bud by last night. And it was my own fault. I just let negative thoughts get to me. I still do have them. I was still wondering if what I'm doing is really helping people, and if it's the right thing. I feel it is, and I'm not going to stop doing it, especially now, because then after Natalie sent me over the latest video that was released last night, and I got it out to some people. The response was overwhelming in a good way. It made me feel so good, and the comments make me tear up again, but just how much it's helping people and inspiring them. And that means the world to me. Just really reiterated to me. So I went from having a bad day, from having bad thoughts, to and it was like within a half an hour, all of a sudden, I'm like, what am I thinking about? I mean, and I listened to so much stuff, not only meditations, but other things that people talk about, Stoics and their thoughts, and Marcus Aurelius and his thoughts about just being in the present moment, being grateful, and how important it is for you to control your thoughts, because your thoughts affect everything. And it's so true. And I let my thoughts get the best of me until I caught it, changed it, and then actually felt unbelievable. Even though I couldn't sleep, and I ended up getting up at 2 a.m. and staying up till 4, taking notes and about all this new stuff I wanted to do. And a couple of the biggest things that I wanted to mention were, in the last video, I had mentioned a woman and her husband. I won't mention the name now, but she knows who she is. And her husband, because I texted her late last night when I couldn't sleep, and just I wanted her to know that when she had listened to it, I was talking about her and her husband. And she was unbelievably grateful for that. But it's what she said that really got me, that she said, you know, I check my phone every night to see if you posted something. And of course you did. And she listened to it and she said, I just want you to know that from the week before, talking about her husband, how he was really terrified and confused, that after she spoke with me and then she spoke with him and he watched some videos, that his mindset is completely changed. He's thinking positively. And it's not just about positive thinking. It's about you putting all your emotion behind it and believing those things are already happened. And that's the mindset you have to have for things to start happening. And so she said he's been meditating every morning, every night, and working out. And I was just, blew me away. That it could make a difference in someone's life. So that was powerful. And a few other comments too that really, I think, helped me realize I am on the right path. And I've got a whole lot more coming that I'm real excited about. Again, doing stuff with the foundation, and I'm going to start having more people on. I'm going to keep doing these. I've been lacking on the daily updates, but maybe I'll just do a weekly one, because day to day I don't see a big difference. Week to week, I mean, I see it, but may not be seen in the videos, but week to week it's improving, and in so many ways. So it's really exciting. So I'm gonna keep doing that, and those will be up on the website when that's ready. And there's gonna be some other cool things from the website, from different colors and different things that I've got a lot of people who are a lot smarter than me helping me with, because I wouldn't know what to do. So I'm gonna start reaching out to a few doctors that I'm seeing who've already expressed interest. I've talked about it in the past, but now I'm ready I want to start having them on and scheduling things, and scheduling some things with some people that I've talked to. You know, the lady from last night, and my friend Thierry from France. He wanted to come on. I definitely want to have him on. And he's, we still message and text a lot. He did find out he does not have MSA. He has Parkinson's, which, you know, all things being equal, it's better than MSA, according to my neurologist. But he's still got a tough road ahead, but he's changed his mindset. He's meditating, he's working out. I mean, that's such a key aspect to this, to not giving up. And again, you're gonna have bad days. Some are gonna be a lot worse than the others. But the funny thing is, that's the first bad day I've had in a long time. It used to be the majority were bad nights and bad days, and now I don't really have them. I mean, it used to be, let's say in the past year, the only bad days I have were my own fault, because I would stay up too late, drinking too much and doing other stupid things. But I'm just not going to do that anymore. So now the only half day I had that was bad was just because of my own thoughts. So, but I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm going to keep talking and keep sharing and having more people come on. So I think it'd be important for others to see, hear, and feel what these other people have been through, because it's powerful. You know, I can sit here and talk about it, but I think if people are able to see what these people have gone through and hear it from them, as I know a lot of them want to share it, there's a lot that don't, and I understand that. They want their privacy, and a lot of them haven't even shared the diagnosis to people, and I respect that. But anyone who wants to come on, I welcome that. I want to have them on to talk about their experience, because I know a lot of them, a lot of them don't have a whole lot of people to talk to. It can be very lonely. And, that was one thing I think we may have brought up, or we're going to bring up the last time about, some things. Because there were times when I first got diagnosed, it was incredibly lonely. I just lost touch with people. And while at a certain point, I didn't want to talk to anyone. I figured I'm screwed, I'm doomed, and I just want to die in peace. But that changed pretty quickly once I started meditating and then working and feeling better. And then I want more of that. So I'm going to keep doing that to help others get through that period. And I want to be there for others who don't feel like they have someone to talk to. If it's just text, I want to be there for people, but I do have, some limits. I also want to have my life and my wife and kids, be with them. But I want to be there as much as I can for others, to let them know I was there. I know how you feel. And if I can help, if I can give them an outlet to talk, if that helps them, as I believe it will help them. It certainly did for me. That's what the whole reason I started doing this, because it was so therapeutic to talk about. A lot of times I have people kind of say, hey, do you mind if I ask you, how you doing or what's wrong? And I said, absolutely. I love talking about it, because they're rightfully thinking that maybe I don't want to talk about it. I love talking about it. I know a lot of people don't, but I would suggest for them maybe trying to talk about it more. It's really, I mentioned that in one of the last videos about just talking to a therapist. How helpful that was for me, and I poo-pooed that for a long time. And got my new microphone here. You can probably hear me better. It's just really helpful to talk and let your feelings out, even if it's to a stranger. But I just want everyone to know that I'll be there as much as I can. And I'm going to be doing a lot more, having people on, other doctors. Oh, and some new things. I learned about, I have to look this up because I forget. It was called, a gentleman had posted on one of the MSA sites about his husband had really MSA years ago and was going downhill and fast. I know how that goes. And now he's gone to this other website, which I contacted, some group that was down in the Bahamas, who I reached out to, and there's called Unlimited Wellness. I'll get a website. I can't find it right now, but I emailed them. I spoke with the doctor, and the one thing I wanted to do was check to make sure anything that they're doing, because I told him I had done Ibogaine, and he actually was familiar with that, and he said they actually sell Ibogaine. I don't know if I want to buy that from them, because I know Ambio and the clinic, and I've done my research, and that's where I have the medicine from. Nothing against them, I'm very comfortable with them at. And if the other things they're doing, it's all holistic, it's all diet. And he said he doesn't think it'll affect anything with Ibogaine. I believe that, but I'm going to check with the doctor at Ambio too to make sure, because I don't want to screw this up. So at the very least, I can wait a little bit till I do that, or hopefully do both. Just always looking for more things to do to help me and to help others. Because there's so many things. NAD therapy is another one I had looked at last year and done a little bit of IV therapy, and I've been seeing more of that, and I want to explore that more in depth, because that's kind of gotten really popular, and I think that could help. Of course, I don't want to do too much, I made that mistake. Tried so many things. Again, I put them all on my website and listed them. Didn't do them all at once, but I kept trying different things. A lot of them, some worked, some didn't, but that's how, I believe that's why I'm still here and I'm feeling so good, because I was able to try things that I wasn't sure were going to work. And a number of them didn't, but boy, the ones that did have really worked, and it's been crazy. So I'm excited about bringing some more things and sharing all those details of what's helping and what's not. And so I'll be doing a lot more, and I'm excited. I hope everyone who's following along will stay excited and stay engaged and appreciative, because I am certainly grateful and humbled to appreciate all of your comments. I read them all. I try and comment to them all. So it's just, I'm unbelievably grateful. So for now, that'll be it for this one, and a lot more to come. So take care.